Meg.
Oh my God. That's Luke, the Thompson's dog. Stephen Thompson.
The kid we rescued from the mountain?
Yeah.
Those are mine. Where did you find them?
The gloves under a car, the knife stuck in the chest of the Thompson's dog.
What, Luke? That's sick. Bing. He took my fishing gear. He must have taken these, too.
Anyone could have had the knife. You could have used it.
Me?
Yeah. I'm just trying to point out the difference between speculation and fact.
Oh. Well, what about fingerprints?
Well, I'll check, but I'm not very hopeful. Look, I'm gonna have to hold on to this stuff for a while.
Yes, of course.
Do you think Bing did this?
No. He's been at the lodge all night drinking. There probably a dozen people saw him there.
Yeah, it's too much of a setup. It's too obvious.
It's been a long time since I've been out here. I never liked camping that much. But Pat changed that for me. I used to love to come up here with him. Just the two of us. You were conceived out here.
Okay, thank you for sharing. It is nice to know it wasn't in the back of a truck somewhere.
You were everything to him, Meg. His reason for living, for being, his happiness. You meant more to him than anything in life. If he left, it was because of me, not you.
Mom, he didn't leave because of either of us. He left because he couldn't stay. How did you know Dad was the one?
I just knew. He made me laugh. He was so funny. I just knew. You know, if you're falling in love, I'd sure like to hear it from you. Somebody in the produce department.
I didn't say anything about falling in love.
You didn't have to.
Should we do this?
Sure.
I've been trying to think of something meaningful to say. I'm not very religious. Do you remember that book Dad always used to read me?
The Little Prince. We loved the fact that there was a pilot in it.
Yeah. There's this part where the little prince is dying. And he says not to be sad because when he leaves, he'll be living on a star and laughing. That's how I like to think of him. A laugh, living way out there in the cosmos.
I think that's just the way he would have wanted you to remember him.
Bye, Dad.
Fine. You could starve. Think I care?
Fooled you. Look at you. You're not so tough.
Rocky, good boy, good boy.
Sorry. Meg's gone. I'm just looking after the dog.
That's a first.
She'll be back in a couple days.
I'll come back then. You were right. Someone flew Galligan and his crew up No Name. Pilot's name was Paul Simon.
Like the singer?
Yeah.
How do I get in touch with him?
It'll be tough unless you're psychic. Paul was stabbed to death in Anchorage a week after the flight. That's not all. I found out Galligan won 25 grand playing poker right before he went climbing.
Max came into $3,000 in December of '94. So either Max killed Galligan for the money, or the third person on the mountain killed Galligan, got the 25 grand, and then paid Max to keep quiet.
What are you talking about?
And my gut's telling me it wasn't Max. Which means the killer's still out there.
We can put the parking off 2nd Avenue behind the bookstore.
It's 20% more costly.
Ugh.
Well, can I interrupt?
Hey, Nate.
Hey. We okay?
For now. What can I do for you?
Actually, I heard Ed was here. I have a bank question. Goes back a few years.
Oh, well, I've got a long memory when it comes to banking.
Good. I've got a source that says Pat Galligan won a good pile of money playing cards.
Oh, yeah, Pat loved playing poker.
Yes, he did. I played with him more than once.
You? Gambler?
You know, I'm not as stuffy as you think. Owned a motorcycle once, you know.
Oh, yeah, you're a real wild one.
Anyway, Pat, he always played for small stakes. I can't imagine him winning big.
Well, my source says otherwise. Now, did he ever send money back to your bank before his last climb?
No, not that I recall.
So Pat didn't put money in the bank. And Max, he buys the paper a few weeks later. Jacob also makes a down payment on his first airplane around there. Bing buys his first tow truck. It's a lot of money flying around lunacy.
And here we are trying to figure out how we're going to find the money to recruit a new teacher.
John's leaving at spring break. He told me last night.
Well, that's sudden. Why is he leaving?
Beats me. Just said it was time. Yeah, I was right. That's a heritage building, so we can't touch it.
No.
But you can put a veranda on the front.
No, you can't put a veranda on the front.
Yep, I found out that you can.
Hello? Hello?
Lose something?
I knocked.
Oh. And when I didn't answer, you just decided to let yourself in.
Small town living.
What do you want?
I heard you were leaving.
I didn't realize that was a criminal act.
I didn't say it was. Does Charlene know how you feel about her? Did Pat know how you felt about her?
Do I need to be talking to a lawyer?
I don't know. Should you? You were at the movies the other night.
Yeah, so were a lot of people, you included.
But I didn't stick a knife into Thompson's dog.
Neither did I. I had feelings. Strong feelings for Charlene. Hardly did me any good after Galligan left.
Was murdered.
You want to know where I was in November of '94? I was in Arizona visiting my sister. I was trying to get away from how I felt about Charlene. When I got back, Pat was already gone. You know, it's taken me a long time